Last season, Manchester United won one big trophy like this, like a stadium, and Tottenham has actually won their
Won that
first
one.
trophy for over centuries. So can we just judge Tottenham that they are going to win the Premier League or they are going to did what Manchester United did last season? We never can tell. So Chelsea fans, do not get carried away. So I see you finishing at best number 4 and at worst number 5. So because you are not playing in Europe, so that is my expectation this time around.
Hi guys, welcome back to Sport Enjoyment. I remain DZ and here with me is
Palliative.
okay now. Based on the Premier League team's preseason performance so far this season, which team do you think is really ready for this upcoming season?
Based on the preseason activities, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea, Brighton, we have seen Liverpool played. So I think the most ready team, based on their current transfer window, is Arsenal.
Why will you pick Arsenal?
Yeah, judging from last season performance, you can see Arsenal actually lack some things which they have addressed. They have got their perfect signing, and not only perfect signing, they have got some elite player in special position that can actually make them recreate their performance of last season.
Do you think Man U will also be in contention of the Premier League?
Based on Andre Onana and Masimon signing, Man U have never ready for Premier League because Man U have several problems to solve. We are talking about right back, we are talking about central back, we are talking about goalkeeper, midfield, and striker. So and they have already brought in 2 players out of 5 positions to Andre. So I can just say Man U is half ready for the Premier League season, and if they should go into this season with these 2 signings, I'm afraid to break Man U's fans' heart. They are going to finish number 5 probably.
Why will you say they will finish number 5?
Yes, because what happened last season, it was a failure of the likes of Liverpool, Chelsea, and Tottenham. That's why they actually emerged as number 3. And with the preparation of Liverpool, Chelsea, and let's say Brighton and Newcastle coming up, I don't see Man U finishing number 3 this time around. So if they don't fix up the position they're supposed to fix up, Man U will finish number 5.
Okay, that on my okay. Let's go to Newcastle. The Saudi Arabia monies. They finally got in themselves in the Champions League after a very long run. I don't think they've even got in there before. So, what are your expectations on Newcastle?
So far so good. Newcastle have signed 2 players. I think Ashley Barnes and Sandro Tonali from AC
AC
Milan.
Milan.
Um, Newcastle will finish number 6 because their participation in Europe will actually choke them, which will actually hinder their progress. When we talk about West Ham last season, West Ham finished I think number 15 or 14 in the table, and they won Europa Congress League, European Conference League. So Newcastle can only did a Leicester City because if you remember the year Leicester went to Premier League, they finished below top 4 that season. So let's expect a Newcastle of that sign. So I can say number 6 for Newcastle this season.
Okay, going to Chelsea. Chelsea have signed series of young players this season, bringing in Christopher Nkunku, Nicolas Jackson, who has been really fantastic in the preseason, scoring 2 goals and 3 assists in maybe 118 minutes. And they have Mattison, they have Casaide, they have Andrew Santos, the likes of young players like that, and they have Disco Will who came back from loan
Brighton.
from Brighton. So what are you expecting from Chelsea this season with less competitions to play?
Chelsea fan, let me warn you, do not over expect from Mauricio Pochettino. He's a very good and brilliant coach, and what he has done with brilliant young player. We are talking about when he was coach at Southampton, what he did at Tottenham. But coming to Chelsea, I can say the aim of Chelsea this season is top 4. Chelsea will not. I'm sorry to say, let's say FA or Carling Cup
Carling Cup.
will just be a tip on the iceberg. But the aim of Chelsea this season is top 4 because let's look at Mauricio Pochettino. He has coached 2 teams in England, and we have seen what he has done. So I'm not expecting anything much from him. So let's give him, let's say, 2 or 3 seasons to see what he can actually achieve in England this time around. But with the series of elite coach, and playing interesting pattern, so I see Chelsea finishing top 4. And if they are not very careful this season, Chelsea can actually finish number 5 this time around.
Wow.
So that is my expectation based on their current form last season. So don't let's over expect from Mauricio Pochettino this time around.
Yeah, but they've really tried in the preseason. Like they've not lost any match in this preseason. Playing Newcastle, playing which club again? West
Yeah,
Ham.
well, West Ham.
West Ham.
Preseason is just a testing ground, to actually see what can work and what will not work. And don't let us get carried away with preseason performance. Though it actually can for coach to know
Coach to
what you can
know
handle.
what you can
But
do.
preseason success can actually make someone carry away. Last
Carried
season,
away.
yes,
Yeah.
last season Manchester United won one big trophy like this, like a
This is
stadium, and Tottenham has actually won their
won their
first
own.
trophy for over centuries. So can we just judge Tottenham that they are going to win the Premier League or they are going to did what Manchester United did last season? We never can tell. So Chelsea fans, do not get carried away. So I see you finishing at best number 4 and at worst number 5. So because you are not playing in Europe, so that is my expectation this time around.
Okay, coming to their new striker, Nicholas Jackson. What are your expectations on this guy? Can he score at least maybe series of goals, breaking that attacking this attacking course for Chelsea? Because they've really had strikers not scoring up to 15, 20 goals in recent times.
What I can just advise Nicholas Jackson or any Chelsea fan is not to take the number 9 shirt. If Nicholas Jackson is taking number 9 shirt, it will did Aubameyang, Lukaku, and other players that has taken the number 9 shirt. So, and it depends on the pattern Mauricio Pochettino is going to play this season. We can see what Chelsea made Timo Werner look like a mediocre. So we know Timo Werner is an elite player. So if Mauricio Pochettino can play to Nicholas Jackson's strength, we can see attacking power of Chelsea this season with Christian Nkunku up front, and we have Mudryk and Raheem Sterling up there. So Chelsea can actually score a lot of goals depending on the tactics and the strategy the coach is going to use. So I don't expect much from Nicholas Jackson. 10 goals is enough for him in the Premier League. That is my expectation. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Manchester City, the defending champion, the number one Odogo of the Premier League. You know, we have this Guardiola. He has some kind of tactics. I don't know. Just he can bring in this kind of player, change his tactics, and it will just work for him. I don't know. What are we to expect from Guardiola this season?
Since Guardiola came into Premier League, Guardiola is always the favorite. Why? Because number one, he has money. Guardiola is like a rich kid and someone who actually knows books very well. So combined with oil money in Manchester City, and with his knowledge, nobody can beat him. Let's be realistic, okay? And we can see the signing he has brought in. He buy big and elite player, and he also knows how to use them. He bring in brilliant player, and he's also brilliant. So let's see. Let's talk about what he did last season. He actually did a dramatic. He was playing with a pattern. From the first half of the season, and in the second half of the season, he altered the pattern so that he can achieve his best. Which coach actually do that? Imagine you are playing with 3 defenders comfortably in the Premier League. So this season, Ike Gundogan has gone and he has brought in Mateo Kovacic. This is just a surprise sign because what do you expect from Matthew Kovacic? But let's think that with the player in Man City's Arsenal, he will did wonder. But I don't see him repeating the treble. But at least 2 trophies Guardiola can
But
actually
Guardiola
win
this
this
season.
season. Yes, definitely. Maybe Premier League and FA Cup, or maybe Premier League and Champions League again. So let's expect it again. He is the favorite of this competition this time around.
Okay, going to George's clubs, Liverpool. Klopp has brought in different midfield signing, pushing in
McAllister and
Trent
Szoboszlai.
Arnold into the team, into the midfield position, beginning McAllister and this
Szoboszlai.
Soboslai, bringing him into the midfield. They have a new midfield look now right now. Do you think this Liverpool can actually revive and compete like they do against Manchester City?
Like Chelsea, Liverpool is actually going to Europa League. I think Jurgen Klopp played in Europa for like 2 or 3 seasons. He played against Sevilla in the final, like that. So Liverpool has lost several experienced players in the midfield. We are talking about the departure of Jordan Henderson. There is no Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain again. Naby Keita has left, and I think one other guy too. I think Firmino has actually left the midfield. So they are left with Thiago and some other guys in the midfield. And with Liverpool found their rhythm late last season when he actually opted in for box midfield, which he actually worked for them. So we are expecting him to repeat what he did last season that he worked for him. So my expectation for Liverpool is number 4 or number 3 in the Premier League, because I don't see Liverpool finishing number 6 this time around, because he knows the responsibility he has to take, because last season was actually his fault, because lack of signing actually cost Liverpool that top 4. So this season Liverpool is coming to replace anybody at that top 4. So that is my expectation for them.
Okay, do you think Mohamed Salah will be able to probably revive his form this season, having scored lesser goals than he used to score since his arrival in the Premier League?
I think Jurgen Klopp has the key to unlock Mohamed Salah. So let's see if new midfield outlook actually functioned well. I see Mohamed Salah scoring above 25 goals this season.
Okay. Okay, now guys, that's all we have for you for now on this first edition of Sport Enjoyment. Don't forget to follow us up, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, all our Sport Enjoyment. Bye for now.